Hey Wonder Friends, after drawing this, you may not think of bread this way again. Let's draw it.
Here we go! Wonder Friends, Wonder Friends, Wonder Friends. Time for Wonder Friends Show! Yeah, right!
Hey Wonder Friends, today we are going to draw this slice of bread. We're going to make it look like a dad. We're going to call it dad bread. And I am going to remind you once again that you are going to draw different than me, that you're going to draw just like you. That's what makes this amazing. Just inspiring you to be a little creative. And also you might find that I talk a little fast, or maybe I draw a little fast, and that's okay. That's just part of the way I am, and I'm trying my best, but I'll get better. Anyway, if that happens, just rewind the video and start over, or get a piece of paper. It's no big deal. So with our page up and down, here's what we're going to do. We're going to draw this dad bread. We're going to start with the very, very top of it. And we're going to start with, think of it like a C. The letter C kind of standing on its side, right? Like it fell over. Like, whoosh, okay? And then to make the bottom part, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a curve out. And you're going to stop there. We can continue it around, but I want to kind of really help show how we want to mirror the same thing. So using this as our guide, we're going to try to do the same thing, just the opposite. This is called symmetry, is what this is, where one side looks the same as the other side. And we're going to bring that out. We're going to bring that down. We're just going to stop. Now, the easiest part right here happens when we just connect those two. And we're just going to bring those over. And now you can kind of see we have a slice of bread, right? Now here's a couple things that you think about. You know that you got your mom or your dad or your parent or grandma or grandpa, whoever, that makes you your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, or whatever your favorite sandwich is, peanut butter and mayonnaise, I don't know. Everybody's got their own thing. Sometimes you cut off the crust, right? So on this one though, we need the crust because that helps it look like a slice of bread. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw a parallel line. A parallel line is a line that runs right beside another line, and you're just going to kind of make that all the way around there. Now here's the cool part, is you don't have to make this line perfect, okay? It doesn't have to be one continuous line. You can actually, if you see what I'm doing, in parts it doesn't exist, and in parts it picks back up. That just kind of shows what the possibilities are, what those are. If you think about like the crust of the bread, it's not a perfect line all the way around, so therefore yours doesn't need to be either. What we're going to do for eyeballs is I want you just to think very simple. It's two circles right next to each other. We like to keep everything very, very simple here. Okay, just two circles. Voila, you did it. Inside of those, guess what? Two more circles. I know, mind blown, right? Keep that very simple. Okay, now that you got those, we're going to put a big old mustache on this guy. Now we're going to do this mustache. Reality is this. I want you to draw the mustache that you want. I'm going to show you one way to draw one. If you want to start over and draw another one a different way, that's perfect. There is no right or wrong way to do this. I'm just going to show you one example of a way to draw a mustache, and that's just going to be like, you kind of just draw like little bumps all around. So use that as like a curve, right? We're trying to make a shape out of this, okay? What makes this work as a mustache is because there's an overall shape. So when you go to draw your own, think about the same thing. You're making an overall shape. So if you were to cut that out, think of it this way. If I was to cut this out, paint it brown, stick it on my face, it would look like a mustache. You want to do the same thing with your characters. There's no need for lips, okay? We don't need to have a face on this guy because that mustache is all the personality this guy does. What he does need though is he needs some big old dad bros. And we're going to draw those with just some rectangles. We're going to keep that simple as well, okay? Rectangles. I'm going to color those in like this. I'm going to zig them in. That's a zig fill. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but that's what I call it. It's like a zigzag, right? The reason why I'm going to leave parts of those open is you'll see when I go to color this, that will give a cool texture. I want that to be part of my drawing. So you can do things like that too. I'm going to do that zigzag fill, right? Also saves on your markers a little bit too. And for a shirt, you know dads like to wear polos, right? So we're going to just draw a line straight across here. Now here's a very easy way to make a polo collar, okay? Collar. I know it sounds like color, but I mean collar. The part that's right by your neck is what I'm saying. Now we're going to draw a V. Then you're going to draw a bottom of a rectangle. And then you're going to draw another V. Again, There is no reason to make this complicated. We're making it very simple. The goal of Wonder Friends is to show you easy ways to illustrate things and not make them overcomplicated. This is to inspire you to draw more, not frustrate you when you can't draw the things that we're drawing. Okay, so then what we're going to draw is we're going to draw an arm out of here, okay? And we're just going to draw another arm out here. Those two little lines are going to create some kind of hot dog shaped fingers, right? Make some fingers on there. I don't care what kind of fingers you make on there, just make any kind of fingers on there. We're going to make this dad waving at us. We're going to do the exact same thing over here, 2 lines out. Now, if you want to make your dad doing something else, that's fine. I'm just going to have it waving because I think that, you know, just works. You know, because dads are like, howdy, I'm Mr. Toast Man. I'm the toast dad. I'm the dad with the toastess. That's a dad joke right there. If you didn't notice, that is a dad joke. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a little dad comb over type of thing right there. And then we're going to drop some legs on here. We're going to drop legs, very simple. All they are 2 lines down, okay? And then we're going to just loop it around, okay? Again, simple, 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 simple. Don't want to overthink it. This is the core of our character right here. I'm going to draw a little line right here. This just kind of gives our little dad guy a place to stand on. And then I can add pockets on his shirt. I can add other little things on there. You know, if I want to put a pocket, it was just like a little shape like that. If you want to put like a little emblem on there, any of those types of things. One of the things you can do to get this mustache kind of look is if I just put little lines on here. You could also do this during coloring too as well. You don't have to necessarily do it with your marker right now, but those little lines like that give it some texture. And it's the same as far as, you know, to make it look like bread. You can either do some little spots on there, or you can, while you're coloring it, add some shades and things like that. And speaking of coloring, if you want to color just like me, at the end of this video, you'll see that I'll post how it turned out for me, how I finished coloring this. You can just pause the video right there and color just like me, or you can just color this any way that you want, and it's just as fun. So the last thing that I do need you to do, though, is I need you to sign your name on this, so everyone knows who made this awesome piece of art. Hey friends, did you have a good time drawing that dad bread? It wasn't really dad bread, but it was a piece of bread that looked like a dad. It was kind of fun, right, though? So you can make mom bread, or a baby brother bread, or baby sister bread, or any kind of other bread. It's about just adding different elements. Again, we're talking about making using our creativity to turn our characters into something, right? Not just a slice of bread, but how do we make it look a little bit more like a funny character, or some sort of like characteristics of other things. Maybe your dad loves bread. Maybe you should draw a picture of your dad as a slice of bread, and just because he loves bread. There's all different ways that you can use your creativity to create things like this all the time. I want to encourage you to try different things and have fun with it. Now, speaking of fun, make sure you check out this next video where you're guaranteed to learn something that you may not think you can draw right now, but with a little bit of help and some practice, you will be able to master it.
Hey Wonder Friends, I would love to see the art you create and feature it on one of my videos. With the help of an adult, take a photo of your finished art and post it on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Don't forget to tag me so I can find it. Hey, are you looking for a signed copy of one of my books? Check out my website, wondervillestudios.com, for books, t-shirts, mugs, and more. I also do loads of school visits and would love to hear from you about scheduling a visit. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out all the other fun drawing lessons. Until I see you, be the weird you want to see in the world. See ya!